When we communicate, like we started talking about before, it's usually between two sets of people or two mediums. So the other person at the pulpit or at the stage communicating to an audience is also communicating. And there are lots of factors to obviously factor into the different mediums and styles or environment we're communicating. Today, I'm not talking about the environment because that's also important when it comes to communication. But I'd like to focus on the listening part of communication. Of course, the environment is important. You, the person communicating, is also important. And we can hopefully touch on all of these later. For example, the environment, if it is a noisy environment and you're communicating very softly, you might not be heard. But of course, imagine trying to talk to maybe a teenager in front of their parents. There are certain things they might not be comfortable talking about because teenagers are teenagers and they are looking at their parents, especially or in front of their friends. If you're the parent talking to a teenager in front of their friends, some conversation might make them feel embarrassed in front of their friends. So if you want to have a conversation like that and the environment is not right, you hold off and have the conversation, make the communication at the right time and environment. But then the listener, it's important how you listen. There's something Jesus said. I think it's in Luke 18. He says, "Be careful how you hear." Wow, I think that's amazing. How you hear. So you're sitting there, you're listening to what I'm saying right now, but you're thinking, how are these people making money? And what is the angle? You've totally missed it. Of course, you might be very business-minded and that's why you're thinking like that. I accept that. But you see, how you hear determines what you end up hearing. So how you hear things can mean you miss the message completely. So when someone is communicating, you, the listener, you need to observe them, pay attention to what they're saying, understand the background to what they're saying, understand where they're coming from. For example, I'll give you a very popular example. There was this incident that happened where police officers held a suspect down and they held him tight and he kept saying, "I can't breathe, my hands are tight, I feel uncomfortable." And guess what the officer would be hearing? "Oh, well, everyone I've handcuffed say this. Yeah, it's just another one of those scammers trying to get free and run away." That's what the police officer was hearing. Or maybe he wasn't even hearing that. Maybe the police officer was simply hearing things like, well, what the other bystanders were saying. Or he was busy looking around thinking, who's that black guy there? Who's the other guy there? Who's the other person there? Who's that guy in the hood? Are they friends with this person I'm handcuffing here? Are they coming to attack me? So he's not hearing the person on the floor whose hands have been tied. So be careful how you hear. And one of the best ways to improve how you hear is to be alert and sensitive. Pay attention to the person communicating to understand what they're communicating. And of course, you're not going to just hear what they're saying, but read the intonations, the body language, and the other soft languages that they are also using to communicate. Those are some of the things that can help improve how you hear, so you can hear right. Hearing right can be the difference in understanding when communications. Thank you for listening. God bless you.